Welcome to the NBA Tip-Off Show presented by Auto Trader. C. Webb here with Zeke, Baron Davis, and we got a special guest. We fired Shaq's big ass, and now we have my man Amar'e Stoudemire in the house. What's up, Big Stat? How you doing, baby?
Everything good.
Oh man, it's great competing against you. Great, being teammates now. So welcome to the family.
For sure, appreciate it.
How many times you dunk on him?
Oh man, that was my thing back in the day.
Yeah. See, Zeke, you already started, so I'm trying to be cool because now you got me going to my head. Underdog, we might have to do some research.
You don't look, guys.
You know what I'm saying? But when we think of it, guys, this is what you talk about when you talk about Big Stat. We have a guy now. This is our Auto Trader player comparison. Actually, I like to do tonight, and we're going to talk about two different players from two different eras. Come on, now you see what Big Stat did over a 14-year career, and those are great lofty numbers, but don't let those numbers even fool you. When he's healthy, he could double those numbers on averages like it was nothing. A man-child since the day he entered the league. Now, let's look at the other side of our player comparison, guys. Let's guess who we're going to compare him against. And of course, this is just athletic ability, this is just kind of body type, but it's going to be against our guy tonight, Antetokounmpo.
That's a good comparison.
And I think the guys upstairs made a great comparison when you talk about athletic ability, when you talk about dominance. I remember the series against San Antonio, which you just did to them. And when you look at a kid's game like this, what do you think about his ceiling, his potential? What do you just think about just his body, his game, everything? What do you think?
Well, the sky's the limit for him. He has all the skill sets possible, that you need to be a great player. He has a great situation around him there in Milwaukee where he's able to flourish and become even better throughout his career. And his skill set is very high, so his potential is the sky's the limit.
Zeke, we talk about these careers, and we always make a guy a Hall of Famer after 1 or 2 years, but I just want to show, that was the young Amar'e. I want to show the old Amar'e, and I don't know if you can show, I don't know if there's any difference in athletic ability, even though we know you were injured. But this is the key to a long career. Can you do this year 10, 11, 12, so forth and so on?
And that's on a bad knee.
But this is when you were taking the wine bath. First of all, did you bring us any wine? And how, that's DD right there. And how did the wine baths help you, baby?
The wine baths was great, man. It was a great time for me because I used to go to these nice ancient bath spas and get these nice wine baths, and it was great recovery for me.
Yeah, but how about the recovery in the morning? You ain't had no hangover in the morning?
Oh, no. It's cool. You just sit there and relax and just vibe.
Okay. Do you drink the wine out, like, you might tell somebody, drink your bath water. You drink your own bath water when it's like that?
Nah, you can't do that. You gotta get your outside wine.
He's so fine, he drink his own bath water.
I got a pool full of liquor and they dive.
Kevin Love, how tough was it to come back from injuries, and how happy you were that you did it and you finished strong?
Yeah, it's not an easy thing. When you're fighting injuries, your body takes a toll. And it takes a lot out of you to kind of stay in shape and continue to recover night in, night out. You have some great days, you have some bad days. And those bad days are twice as hard as the great days. Yeah. And so you got to find a level of perseverance inside of you to keep you, pushing toward recovering. And once you recover, now you got to keep yourself in shape so that way the injury don't occur again.
That's right.
So it's never easy.
I've always been fascinated by your career, not from a basketball standpoint, but also from your renaissance, just in terms of you've had a couple of epiphanies and rebirths in terms of culturally, understanding, educationally. When you left the United States and you went over to Israel just to, explore and experience a new culture, talk a little bit about that, because most people, we see the dunking, but also there's a man outside of the playing field, and talk to us a little bit about your renaissance, rebirth, and the knowledge that you found.
Yeah, it was great, for me to travel and play in Israel. I always wanted to live abroad, sooner than later. And so I felt like after my 14-year career in the NBA, I felt healthy enough to play another year. And so when we bought the team in 2012, I decided to go over and play for the team.
Excuse me, say one more time.
Man, this man has...
He bought the team.
Man, he the Bill Russell of Israel, man.
He has his own wine bath. You don't think he on the team?
Did he just say, when we bought the team?
Yeah, you see how he threw it in there?
Players only.
Players only. It's only players only.
Right.
And so when I went over there, it was a great opportunity for me because I was able to explore the culture. I was able to study more. And I got very enlightened on the situations that was occurring as far as Black History Month. In our history. And so it was a great opportunity for me to really sharpen up my studies.
But that's good. You know, when I think about what's happening overseas in terms of, I mean, there's two players that really come to mind, right? It's yourself, and then the rebirth of Stephon Marbury over in China.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and both of you eventually will be Hall of Fame players. But, you know, I look at what Marbury has done in China and what he did here in the United States, growing up in Coney Island, where you grew up also in Florida, you know, growing up and just watching y'all mature and grow as men. And I remember I saw you in Indianapolis, right? It was at the Nike tournament or whatever, the high school tournament. And I went over there and I'm scouting C-Web, and all he's doing is dunking. He's dunking. Every play he dunk, right? So we go back and we going through our scouting reports, and the guy goes, one of the scouts goes, well, he's not really a good ball handler. He doesn't shoot much, and every time he gets it, he dunks it. I go, I think that's the kind of guy we are.
What type of player?
We want that guy.
What type of scouts you was dealing with? Get him right, man. When we come back, you know, we'll be talking a little bit about KG Area 21. We're also going to be talking a little bit about a play that happened with Chris Paul. I want to talk to y'all a little bit about that. We got into it. But more to come on the Auto Trader pregame show. Again, we'll check in with my man KG. Don't let him know we're going to be sneaking in, eavesdropping.
Get that wine bath, baby.